So we just kind of late third quarter, fourth quarter, you guys really turned it on. What kind of happened for you guys?
I think picking it up defensively. We came out of that half, and I feel like they got a lot of shots and ones. It kind of hung with us. So as soon as we picked up defensively, we were able to get out and go on the offensive end. And then once we started hitting shots and that lead starts to build, just the energy, you could just feel it, and we started to pull away then.
How, you guys have played well without Q. I think I lost to Duke. But the offense at times has been a struggle. How difficult is it for everyone to kind of pick up their game in place of her?
It's an adjustment for sure. She's out there, 20 points a game. So, of course, you have to pick it up. But I think what makes our team so special is it's not like we're relying on one person. We know that each person needs to pick up a little. And when you do it like that, each person picks up an extra 2, 3, 4 points. It's not that much for each person. So that just makes it a lot easier. It's definitely been an adjustment, but I feel like we're still finding our groove, and it'll be even nicer when we have her back.
Personally, for you, was this a big game offensively for you to get into a rhythm, maybe get your confidence?
Yes, I've been needing to see that ball go through the hoop. So to see that today, it was nice. And then again, that just picks up the energy even more. Had a couple and ones, and of course that gets the crowd a little more excited, gets me excited. So it was nice to see the ball go through the hoop for sure.
Have you been frustrated this year, just scoring as much, not shooting as well, maybe?
I try not to look at that too much. Of course, it is frustrating when you're shooting and it's miss. But I try to just, have a goldfish memory, shoot the next one, because you need to shoot, you need to keep shooting. And I know my team has all the confidence in me, which means I just need to have confidence in myself.
So you had the no-look pass to Soleil in the corner. I think you guys outscored by 35-10 the rest of the game. I don't know, like that particular play, that kind of stretch of the game, how much energy did that give you guys offensively?
We knew we needed to hit shots. We were getting really good shots in the first half. They just weren't really falling how we know they should and how we can. But I thought once Soleil hit that and we hit a few more, the crowd got into a little bit more. And, when the crowd's going, it gives you a little bit more energy as well.
And you've picked it up offensively in Q's absence. Has that been like a conscious thing for you, like in your role that you need to do that, or to just work that way?
It hasn't been a crazy switch. I think Q does a really good job scoring the basketball, so it doesn't come back to me as often as it is now. So we're going a little deeper in our shot clock, which then it comes back to me, where I can create a little bit. But I think my three has been feeling a little bit better as well, so that's helping. But I know every single person on the team knows that when Q's out, we're going to all have to step up offensively, so that has been in the back of my mind.
How different do you feel out there offensively as a team without her?
It's different. I played with Q 5 years straight, never have not played a game with her until recently. We don't get as many transition buckets because Q just lightning fast half the time, beating people down the floor. But I think everybody's stepping up. We're just getting deep in our shot clock, having to work offensively a little bit more together, but I think we're starting to find our groove.
And then just the final 15 minutes tonight, what did you think of the way you played defensively?
Defensively, I think it started offensively. We're getting stopped so we can get into our press. We're making shots so we can get into our press. I think our press really kind of threw them for a loop almost the whole game, but really when we're making shots and getting into it. But I think our defense has been pretty great all year, especially since conference play, and I think that's really our strong suit right now.
For a solid effort all the way through. And it was nice to see, 4 people be in double figures tonight and be close to a 5th and even a 6th. We had our 5th and 6th were at 9 and 8 points. I really am happy to see Sammy McConowitz with a double-double because we've been after her about scoring more. And I think we're a better team when she looks to score, but really proud of Soleil Barnes coming off the bench. You look at the plus-minus tonight, we're plus 36 with her on the floor. And to know that, when Quenisha comes back, now we're a little deeper. And that's an exciting thing for us because we're getting closer and closer to getting her back. But good team win. And excited to be back home again on Saturday.
Just what do you think of the final 15 minutes of the game? It was kind of tied, and then all of a sudden you're up almost 30.
I thought Soph really stepped up. Those 2 back-to-back threes were big. That's a senior, knowing that we just needed to get some easy baskets. But I also thought we executed a little bit better. We had been talking to them at halftime about some things that were open against what they were doing to us, and I thought we executed a lot better the second half. And I think defensively, we got the stops that we needed to get.
You mentioned Sammy. Do you think this is a type of game where the dam can break and the offense can?
I hope so, and I hope all the crowd every time she touches it yells "shoot" next game because I think she's passing up shots. But when she's aggressive, we're a better team, And it was great to see her hit the boards the way she did tonight. I mean, she had a double-double. So great effort by the mayor of Rossford, and great to see Soleil Barnes step up. And we know what you're going to get from Soap every night. But I thought all three of our fives came in and did really good things too. That little cycle of three kids of rotating them in and out, I think wears down the five on the other team because they got to adjust to three different kinds of players.
I mean, Soap obviously is a big part of every game. But I mean, what do you think of the way she's kind of elevated things with Q out?
She understands that we need more from her now, and we don't need her to shoot 30 times a game. One thing we talked to our whole team about was just everybody doing a little bit more. But I think she's really taken on a lot of scoring load off of the rest of the team. And she teased Q that, man, I bet your legs are tired because this is exhausting shooting this many times. But we see what she's capable of. When we recruited her, she was a kid who scored a lot. And I think she's been a little unselfish during her career, and she is capable of scoring. I hope she continues to do this even when Q comes back.
What, yeah.
It's usually me.
Showing my age. I don't know. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I'll think. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
All right, we good? All right,
Oh, I know what
go ahead.
do you feel like do you coach a game differently with Q out? Like, I guess mostly offensively. But
Well, I mean, there's things that we do for Q that maybe we're not doing as much now, or we're running them for other people. I think the big thing is every game's kind of like a puzzle, and certain pieces fit when she's in, and then we've got to rearrange the puzzle when she's not. But I'm really proud of other kids for finding ways and other opportunities, and wanting to do more and not being afraid to do more. Because for our team to keep chugging along, we can't sit back and hope she's going to step up. I thought at times in the first half we're still passing the ball when we're open, and we've got to step up and shoot the ball. I thought as the game went on, we started to take those same open looks and we made them, or we got the rebound and put it back in. We just got to keep looking to shoot. But yes and no. There are certain things that maybe we do for her that maybe we're not doing as much now. But the one thing I'll say about Cornisha Lockett is she's very unselfish too. And so she's being a great leader from the bench, even when she's not in the game right now.
what do you notice about the way teams are trying to defend you now with her out?
Well, they're mixing up their defenses a lot against us. We've seen a lot of different variations. I mean, tonight they went man-to-man, 1-3-1, 2-3. We're expecting that, though. I mean, I think Miami threw 6 or 7 different looks at us. Eastern didn't really change it up as much, but I do expect we've got a lot of new coaches in our league. We're going to see a lot of different types of defenses, different styles, and we're going to have to adjust. Some of those old scouting reports we could rely on year in and year out. Now we've got to start from scratch with several people in the league. But I do think our team, it's nice to have a veteran team going through that because they've been there, done that. Soleil's not played, but she's a veteran. And so when I tell her something, she can fix it on the fly. And that's nice. And it's good to see her gain confidence every time she steps on the floor. So, again, I think we're going to be a better team when she comes back because we've got a lot of people who have understood the load, and they can still help when she gets back.